Matt in the car, martial arts training in the car, nighttime edition, just finished a jiu-jitsu class. And we were working on half guard. And it's funny, you know, I would say that I'm arguably more known on the TRITAC channel, TRITAC YouTube channel, as being more takedowns, throws, etc., you know, finishing standing. But believe it or not, I actually like to play guard too, from a sportive perspective, fun perspective. And the guard I like to play, and the guard we use the most, is half guard. And I want to talk briefly about why I like half guard, why I think you should learn half guard, even if you're not a ground-focused martial artist. You arguably should learn some guard concepts. And we think about pure BJJ. When I say guard concepts, instantly I'm sure there's images of someone in a gi having closed guard, and you're trying to fight for an armbar, triangle, some bullshit like that. And it's funny, I probably have not taught closed guard in over a year, and closed guard armbar I probably haven't taught in I don't know how long. Why? And probably some BJJ, you know, guru is gonna fight me on this, but I just think it doesn't work. I mean, yes, a closed guard armbar works. Fuck, one of my fighters got caught in a fight. And not saying the armbar is not there. I'm not saying closed guard armbar is not a thing. But it's such a challenging thing to fucking get. It's so hard to even establish closed guard, keep someone in closed guard, especially if you're a normal sized body. I'm tall, I'm 6'2", but if you're like under 6 feet tall and the person you go against not like those skinny little mini, yeah, maintaining closed guard is not going to be easy for you, okay? Fuck trying to get an armbar, triangle choke, or anything else from there. So, then what guard do you use? Okay, well then butterfly guard. Well, that makes sense. You know, have your legs open, blah, blah, blah. Butterfly gives you a little more diversity. Well, then I'll look at a guy like me who has long legs, that the butterfly guard is actually very hard for me to get and use effectively, even though my coach, Rafael Formiga Barbosa, was considered and is considered one of the best butterfly guard players in the world. Look it up. I mean, 11-time world champion. Fuck. I mean, the guy is just a butterfly guard master. But it doesn't fit my body. It doesn't fit, like, you know, it doesn't fit everybody's body. Not everybody can play butterfly guard well. If you have a gut, if you have a belly, guess what? Butterfly guard's gonna be a little hard for you, right? And almost, you know, other guards too. All right, now let's go ahead and say open guard. Well, open guard, having your feet on the hips, and if you're in the ground position, if you don't have control of a gi or arms, like open guard is really just like a chaos guard. There's no, almost to me, it's like no such thing as open guard. If my opponent is standing and I am in a supine guard and I have like maybe a control over a leg, feet on the hips, all right, that's an open guard feel. But on the ground, open guard without sleeve control and like a, you know, that doesn't make sense to me. Scissor guard, which I consider as an open guard, is a transitional guard, which I like when we use a lot. But going back to the original thing, half guard is truly like, almost to me that's where guard lies. Like, even though it's one leg in, one leg out, it gives you so many options that it almost makes sense that you should build a guard system around half guard. That you get an attack every single part of the body. You're halfway to the back. Now, you can also be half passed, and I call that half pass guard, which means, let's say I don't have a knee shield or a Z guard, and my opponent has an underhook or something like that, and I'm flattened out. Now you're half pass guard. That's, you know, that's like I'm not offense. I got a foot hanging around your legs. I'm squeezing for dear life. Hopefully, don't get the leg out. I'm like, that's just, you're half past my guard. That's not really half guard. But when you get a knee shield in, when you're framed up, you're defensive, or you got a good structure, then you're allowed to fight from half guard. And to me, that's where, like, it's a very powerful, smart position. So, if you're new to jiu-jitsu, or new to, you know, or you're trying to figure out guard, and in my, you know, opinion, take it or leave it, like, stay away from closed guard. If you're shorter, you got like dynamic legs, yeah, play butterfly guard, you know what I mean? Let's get long legs, sure, go for closed guard. But everybody, I don't care what body style you have, is forced to play half guard. You're gonna be in half guard, whether it be half pass guard or an offensive guard. At some point in time, you can't avoid it. You can avoid butterfly guard. You can avoid closed guard. You You can't necessarily avoid open guard. You're kind of in that no matter what sometimes. But half guard is something you cannot avoid it. So my suggestions to you, my friends, is play guard, play half guard, because half guard offers so many diverse options for attack and defense. It's fairly easy to defend. It's also fairly easy to get up from compared to closed guard. Almost a nightmare getting up out of closed guard if you're an MMA fighter. And then there's so many variations within half guard itself, especially like a deep half guard, half butterfly guard, octopus guard. What else do I got? Lockdown half. Well, dogfight. I guess you kind of. Not really a half guard. It kind of fits in half guard thoughts. But my point being, there's so many different variations and ways to approach half guard that it's just cool. It's diverse. And if you're a self-defense guy, well, learn half guard because it'll teach you how to get up and get out of bad positions to get to the back. If you're an MMA guy, you fucking need half guard. Absolutely. It is one of the things you're going to be in a lot, and you need to definitely learn how to build a good solid structure from the bottom to build back up to your feet. If you're a sport BJJ guy, gi or no gi, listen, develop fucking half guard. That's it, my friends. Half guard, champion of all guards.